Hello. The title of this study is Correlation between Grit, Social Sport, School Sport, and Career Preparation Behavior of College Students. The present is Jae Nam-ju. Correlation between Grit, Social Sport, School Sport, and Career Preparation Behavior of College Students. 미라바, 지원윤, 남주세. Abstract. This study was conducted on college students to understand their grit, social sport, school sport, and career preparation behavior and their relationship. The data collection for this study was conducted until April 15, after approval from the C University Bioethics Reviewers Community, using online questionnaire for 184 college students living in CG province. The tools was 84 questions, measuring general characteristics, grit, social sport, school sport, and career preparation behavior, and the collected data was analyzed using IBM SPSS with 25.0 points. The general characteristics were frequency, mean, and standard deviation. The typical difference of the variables according to the general characteristics was analyzed by the t-test and one-way ANOVA and done by the CEPE test. The correlation between each variable was analyzed using Pearson correlation. We have shown that there was a positive correlation between grit, social sport, school sport, and career preparation behavior in this study. In order to improve career preparation behavior, it is necessary to provide practical college sport to help the college student experience the job world directly or indirectly, rather than simply presenting career information. Therefore, in order to promote career preparation behaviors among college students, it is necessary to provide social support in the school environment, and it is also helpful to enhance the grit. Keywords: college student, grit, social sport, school sport, career preparation behavior. 1 Introduction. 1.1 Significant. In modern society, improvement is difficult due to academic inflection, rapid change in the technology trends, mismatching in education and industrial demand, and a long-term economic recession. The need for more systemic career education and guidance to improve the quality of the life of such individual is emerging. The importance of career guidance is being emphasized, but only the importance has been vaguely imposed, but there is a lack of the substantial guidance. In addition to the lack of the experience and the information necessary to realize career answers, the focus was on the reality that even those career guidance was provided, the focus was still on subject-centered education and entrance exam, and on guidance-oriented decision-making. The need for career education is reduced in the case where careers are decisioned at an instant based on externally given circumstance rather than systemic and rational career search. Until now, the most important topic in the research field of career guidance and career counseling have been related to individual perception and attitudes. On the other hand, little attention has been paid to career preparation actions, including actions to the performed for rational and correct career decision or action to implement those decisions after career decisions have been made. As such, career preparation behavior is not only an important aspect in improving the quality of the life of the individuals, but also emerged as an important part in the education and the counseling sense. Grit is a concept that predicts success for overall tasks, including academic achievement, and is defined as passion and perseverance toward long-term goals. That is grit. People with grit can succeed in a variety of the fields. Slick and Lee reported that grit is closely related to preventing studies from dropping out and adjusting to college life. College students with a higher level of the grit are less likely to give up their studies in the middle and are more likely to adapt to the given task and succeed. Han's study showed that grit had a positive correlation with the take attachment. In this study, we want to understand the effect of the college student grit on career preparation behavior. The reason we are interested in social sport is that the degree of the individual perception of social sport is related to the individual career development. In addition, it can be seen that in career and studies, parents and other important people are greatly influenced. Social sport can help career preparation and affect career direction. External landscape variables are important for career preparation due to Factor, Mayer and Marker predicted and analyzed the learning outcomes of the 2196 undergraduate students taking online course at 29 Australian universities. It was reported as the largest, and it was said that school sports is important to the attachment of college students. Therefore, it is believed that school sports will have an effect on college students' career preparation, and this is to understand the impact on college students' career preparation behavior. As the university graduates, unemployment has become one of the critical issues in Korean society. Various efforts for its solution has been offered. In this regard, the purpose of this study was to examine the influence of green, social sport, school sport upon college student career preparation behavior. 1.2 Research problem. Are college student green, social sport, school sport, and career preparation behavior correlated? Research design. This study is based on the described research method for better understanding the grade, social sport, and the school sport of the college student and the level of the sense of the career preparation behavior and the relationship with these variables. 2.2 Research subject. Participants were the college students living in the Jeju province in the Korean after being informed the aim of this study, and all concerned to participate in this research in advance using condensed sample. All faculty participants were experienced online lectures, so that study participants have sufficient experience in the course, and those who have been taking face-to-face lectures were included for this research using the Power 30.10 program. We calculate 0.30 of effect size, 0.15 over level of significance, 0.95 of power from the correlation analysis, and yielded the minimal numbers for proper sample size of the 134. We employed, however, the sample of the 184 students as the initial target for final correlation analysis, since we anticipated that there would be quite high rate of elimination. 2.3 Research instrument. A structural survey questionnaire was employed, 84 items to measure in this study. General characteristics by referring to the questionnaire used in the previous study, and a total of 9 items were pertaining to age, grade, gender, living environment, economic power of parents, character, last semester rating, department adaptation, and complete experience. Grade was measured by using 12 questionnaires. Green used the scale developed by Lee, referring to the Grid O and the academic grid scale, and also the Chrome Alpha coefficients were 0.78 in this study. We employed the 25 questionnaires as the tool to measure social sport developed by Bach and reversed by Che. The Chrome Alpha coefficients were 0.96 in the study by Che, and also Chrome Alpha coefficients were 0.96 in this study. We measured the school sport for this study by using 13 questions. School sport is a scale developed by modifying the original sport scale of the Jew Etior and Bach and Che school sports scale is used by Jew, which is well informed. The Cromb alpha coefficient was 0.93 in the study done by Jew, and also Cromb alpha coefficient was 0.93 in this study. Career preparation behavior used the college student career preparation behavior scale developed by Che and Kim. Career preparation behavior was used using 25 questionnaires. The Cromb alpha coefficient was 0.91 in the study by Che and Kim, and also Cromb alpha coefficient was 0.92 in this study. 2.4 Data collection period and method. The data collection for this study was conducted until April 15 after approval from the State University Bioethics Review Committee. Research announcements were announced to universities located in G province and was conducted for college students who read the research announcement and agreed to the research and conducted through online survey method. For the research was first explained to the person in charge of the department of the relevant institution, and after obtaining permission, the research notice was announced and the survey was conducted. Recruitment announcements were posted on bulletin boards located in the student halls and restaurants where studies use online. Data collecting is conducted with those who volunteered to participate, and the participant accessed to Google questionnaire URL to read through the purpose of the study, right of the research participant, ethics, detail, and agree to the participant. After terminating their questionnaire, we send them a present through their contact number writing on their consent form. The Google questionnaires they have worked on were collected respectively to quantity anonymity. Collected data was analyzed by using IBM SPS Win 21.0 point. The level of significance to the result was estimated 0.05. Also was calculated the reliability of measurement tool. General characteristics of participant was explained as a frequency percentage, and each variable was calculated as an average and standard deviation. The difference of the variable based on the participants' general characteristics was analyzed by the t-test 1A ANOVA, and the correlation between the variable calculated as a Poisson correlation coefficient. 2.6 Ethical considerations. In the consent from the explanation, the subject was explained that the subject had competently of the response and the freedom to withdraw their intention to participate at any time, informed that there would be no disadvantage due to this, and provided the contact information to which they can contact if future inquiry arises. The completed questionnaire files will be stored separately in a lockable storage file. Coding will be encrypted and the data will be stored in a lockable safe for 3 years after the end of the study, and then sealed and will be used only for research purpose. Explained that consistently and anonymously are guaranteed. 3-point result. Characteristics of the participant. age 21-2591, numbers 49.5%. Grade, first grade 56, 30.4%. Gender, female 125, 67.9%. Living environment, living with parents 111, 16.3%. Economic power of the parents, middle 124, 67.4%. Character, Mrs. 89, 48.4%. Last menstruating 30.5 or more, 100, 54.3%. Department adaptation, adapting well 109, 59.2%. Complete experience, sometimes 107, 58.2%. 3.2 Grid, social sport, school sport, and career preparation behaviors. Grade of the participant was 3.50 on average. Social sport was 3.40 on average. School sport was 5.34, and career preparation behavior was 3.61 on average. 3.3 Grid, social sport, school sport, and career preparation behavior according to the general characteristics of the participant. Grid gives a significant difference according to the character. Department adaptation. Social sport gives a significant difference according to the character and the department adaptation. School sport gives a significant difference according their character, last semester rating, and department adaptation. Career preparation behaviors gives a significant difference according their character, last semester rating, and department adaptation. 3.4 Correlation between grid, social sport, school sport, and career preparation behavior. Grid has a positive correlation with the social sport, school sport, and career preparation behavior. Social sport has a positive correlation with school sport and career preparation behavior. Career preparation behavior has a positive correlation with social sport. 4-point conclusion. This study was a discrete research study to confirm the correlation between grid, social sport, school sport, and career preparation behavior. We have shown that there was a positive correlation between grid, social sport, school sport, and career preparation behavior in this study. The results of this study on college students were consistent with the previous study, where the grid of teenage had a great influence on social sport and career preparation behavior, and the social sport had a significant effect on career preparation behavior. There was a positive correlation between grid and career preparation behavior, which are the result of study on college students by Lee and John, and the study on high school students by No. Currently, college students tend to prepare for employment from the time they enter college, and this is short to reflect the prolonged period of the preparation for career and continued effort, such as steadily preparing for employment until employment. It is necessary to provide active career counseling and education program to improve student grade. School sport and social sport had a positive correlation with the career preparation behavior, which support the finding that Lee and Joe college application affect career preparation behavior. And this support the finding that do social sport directly or indirectly influence college student career preparation behavior. This result is said to be well supported, such as information and the resource provided by the school when individuals are ready to recognize the career paths and the careers that can be recognized. In order to improve career preparation behavior, it is necessary to provide practical college sport to directly and indirectly experience the job world, rather than simply presenting career information. Therefore, in order to promote career preparation behavior among college students, it is necessary to provide social sport in the school environment, and it is also helpful to enhance the grade.